Hey guys, welcome to my channel, Siriana Tarot. This is going to be a special message for my Starseeds and my Lightworkers. Let's go ahead and jump into this reading. We're going to invite spirit, angels, ancestors, loved ones who have passed, spirit guides, and ascended masters to this space to deliver the messages that we need to hear. I hope everybody is feeling fine during this Mars retrograde period. You may have felt an energy shift. We'll see if anything about that pops up in this reading. It may or may not. So if it does, I'll give you more information. And hopefully I'll be doing individual sign readings for Mars in retrograde because it's pretty powerful stuff going on this week. All right. Starseeds and Lightworkers, please. Let's see what comes out. Okay, look at that. We get the divine masculine. Of course it does. Of course it does. All right, so it looks like we will be talking about Mars retrograding in Aries because this week is all about the divine masculine, okay? So first I'm going to read you from the book. Number 32 is breaks down to a 5, and as you guys know, 5s are about conflict, they're about change. They can also be about instant manifestation. But this is the light that supports desire and inspires action. Everything has its purpose. You will not always understand what the purpose of something is. However, it is someone's creation, and that is to be respected. If you don't like it, let it be the inspiration to create something more aligned with your soul's purpose. Consider all areas of your life and reevaluate any part that may not be working. You can be your own father by respecting your ideas and providing a way for them to manifest. You are a master of your own making, so now is the time to recognize your inner strength and motivation and to be a leader of your thoughts and emotions instead of a follower. Stand your ground, regain your self-respect, pick yourself up, and dust yourself off. This is not a time to force anything to try to control external forces. This is a time for disciplining the way you focus and what you think about, so you can create your dreams. Okay, so that's the energy of the divine masculine. But with Mars retrograding in his home sign of Aries, the divine masculine is going through a purge and through a detox. Okay, so Mars retrograde is an upgrade process particular to the solar plexus. For those of you who are energy workers, please make sure that you're focusing on your solar plexus. And it touches on the root, the sacral, the brow, and the earth star. The Mars retrograde, it upgrades action, willpower, aggression, initiative, and sex. If you're an Aries or you have strong Aries placements, Mars is your ruling planet. All right, and check and see, for those of you into astrology, see where Aries falls in your house, in which house, and that's going to be something particular that's going to be affected. Okay, so Mars is, so if you're Aries, Mars is your ruling planet, and this retrograde affects you much more strongly than anybody else. But in general, it deals with releasing old limitations around progress, action, and willpower. Mars retrograde often makes people feel tired because the solar plexus is where we flow energy between our spirit and our physical body, and the purge disrupts the process. Okay, so again, we're receiving upgrades by releasing old limitations around progress, action, and willpower. With a retrograde, remember, it's not about taking action. You guys, we have been running in the masculine. Okay, we each have masculine and feminine aspects of ourselves, and oftentimes in this world, we're pushing forward. We want to make money. We want to start that business. We want to ascend on our spiritual journey, and we're pushing, we're going, we're moving, we're taking action, making decisions. Well, guess what? This retrograde is about pulling back for that. Now, if you guys are on a twin flame journey, again, if you resonate as the masculine, you're going through a death and a rebirth process. The feminine needs to hold space for the masculine during this time. If you're not on a twin flame journey, okay, then what you have to do, then it's talking about your own masculine energy going through this purge. All right. And when it's used well, this Mars retrograde will help you rethink and redefine the way you take action in the world. So the way that we have been doing things is going to change. The way we progress, the way we achieve, the way we manifest might not be working the way it always works for you. You have to go with the flow. You have to step into this energy, understand that there are different ways to do things. All right. So we're shifting out of old disappointments and fear, and we're lifting ourselves into conscious action so that we can tangibly reach our dreams. And for many of us, it's not going to be happening the way it used to. Mars is going to be retrograding in Aries for the next, I believe, couple of months. Okay. I think it goes direct in December, but you have to check me on those dates. So this is going to be quite a powerful time. Again, for those of you who are in a counterpart situation, the masculine is going through a death and transformation process and rebirth. The divine feminine, it's up to the divine feminine at this time to hold space for the masculine, okay? And again, this is going to be so much easier for you, for each and every one of us, because we all have masculine and feminine qualities and energies. It's going to be so much easier for you to really don't hold on to old ways of doing things, your old attachments, old paradigms that you have towards progress, okay? So let's go ahead and see what additional messages come through for my Starseeds and my Lightworkers. You guys are awesome. You guys are doing your thing. I can feel it. All right. But again, if you guys are feeling really exhausted, there may be a need to pull back. We've all been in this, we've all been in this survival mode, kicking goals, dealing with transformations, taking care of people. So a lot of us might be feeling drained. I don't know about you guys, but I have had a tension headache for the last 2 days. And, need like a lot more rest than usual. So make sure you guys are taking care of your bodies physically. You're taking that time for yourself to meditate or to pray or do yoga, whatever grounds and centers you. Yeah, because the world needs your light. And not 100% of the time either, okay? Queen of Cups, yes, there you go. There you guys are, nurturing, loving, maternal, your psychic abilities. You guys have been gone through such a powerful time, with this eclipse season, with Lionsgate, and then, we went through the 9/9 portal, which, is endings and new beginnings. It's releasing the old, beautiful. And we have the 8 of Pentacles. All right, making a little shift, and then we have the Tower. Overall energy, the Devil, Capricorn energy. But this is interesting because look at this. He's got 2 dogs. I love that. Angel of Freedom. This is about you guys finding your freedom to be. Also giving yourself the freedom to experience this energy. Also allowing giving the masculine the freedom to go through this rebirth, to go through this death process, to go through this transformation, and making sure, the Devil energy is about holding on to things that no longer serve us. Understand that that's what this retrograde is about. Okay? It's releasing old limitations around progress, action, willpower, even sex, because with the Devil energy, remember, this is about toxic relationships, but it's more than that. It's about our sexual desires. It's about, the things that make us feel good, okay, that may not be good for us, okay, or the things that we find comfort in, but that keep us stuck. So I love that this is the overall energy, because it's really highlighting the need to release, the need to give yourself freedom. Okay, to forgive yourself for anything that you've done, anything you've been through. Forgive yourself for when you've abandoned yourself in the past, or for something you don't like. Forgiving yourself allows you that freedom to move forward. And if this relates to a particular relationship, forgiving the other person, because that releases you, that frees you. Forgiveness is not necessarily for the other person, but it's for, it's freeing yourself. Okay, and it's a beautiful thing. And so really taking a look here, again, if you're in a counterpart situation, allowing the masculine to go through this, the divine feminine needs to hold space for the masculine as they go through this death, transformation, and rebirth process. Okay, that's not easy. Or for the part of yourself that really needs to step into the flow and allow different new paradigms to emerge, new ways of being, new ways of looking at progress. For many of us, we are very attached to our goals, and we know what that looks like. We have imagined it. We have vision boards, or we're very attached to this idea of what our progress looks like. Right now, we're going to see some shakeups. We're going to see that our progress and our success might not look like what we envisioned, and that's okay. Releasing that attachment, okay? Beautiful energy. Queen of Cups, again, the divine feminine holding space for the masculine, nurturing, taking care of yourselves, really taking that time to pray, to meditate, as I said in the beginning, and then also holding space for the masculine. The Eight of Pentacles in reverse, this is about a shift. The Eight of Pentacles is about focusing on the present, focusing on, sort of on the mundane and on the details, and pushing forward. But this is telling me that you've put a lot of time and effort into this, but you might not be able to push forward in the way that you thought you were able to. You may not be able to do it the way your parents told you you were supposed to do it, or the way that you learned how to do it, or whatever it might be. But it's you really sort of working with this total upset, this total shakeup in ways of viewing that masculine energy and viewing success. Breaking through, busting through your limitations to progress and doing things in a different way. I love this. I absolutely love this. And for many of you, you're finding out that you're not going to have to work harder, but you work smarter. And I love that energy for you. I love it, because your lives become easier once you let go of the resistance. All right. And I absolutely love this for you. All right, let's take a look at the Queen of Cups a little bit more closely. All right, we get the moon, Piscean energy. Yep. So definitely this last full moon in Pisces, those psychic upgrades, some of you guys are still integrating that, and that's beautiful. And the Prince of Swords. I love the fact the Prince of Swords came out in reverse. Why? Normally it's an energy of sort of toxicity. It's, it's abuse, it's emotional, physical abuse. It's a very dogmatic card in the sense that somebody has tunnel vision and they're doing what they're supposed to do. They're going to cut down anyone and everything in order to get where they're going. But there's a little bit of confusion here surrounding the way you do things, the way you achieve, the way you progress throughout life, the way you progress towards your goals. And you're going to see how that has to be reworked. And if you're open to that, if you're open to stepping into the flow, into new ways of doing things, wow, you guys, wow. There's this, I keep getting shown, and I keep thinking of, for example, when you have a phone, you have a new phone, it's great, the first 6 months, the first year, whatever. And, you have to do those updates. And if you don't do the updates, your phone stops working, right? But sometimes we don't want to learn, the updates maybe change the colors or change the way we're used to seeing an app or what have you. But if you don't do the update, your beautiful, wonderful, easy to use phone becomes much more difficult. So it's this need for progress. It's kind of like this Aquarian energy, this need for innovation, the need to step into a new way of doing things, even if there's a little bit of resistance. And we see that resistance here with the Tower. All right, so it's going to be each and every one of us is going to struggle with this, with resisting change, but it's ultimately for our highest good. All right, the Eight of Pentacles. Yep, for some of you guys, you know, this is interesting. This is very interesting energy, because the Eight of Pentacles can be a little bit of a boring card. You know, it's about focusing on the press of the everyday. It's about focusing on the details, but you know, focusing on the steps and not the destination. But the Four of Wands, for some of you, this does mean a complete, this is a, like, for example, leaving a job, something that once brought you comfort, or a relationship, and again, a way of being, a way that, something that has been passed down to you, you know, from your parents, or you know, how you learn to do things, how you learn to work, how you learn to move forward. And the Four of Wands, you know, is you know, you guys have been doing something and haven't been getting the results that you want. And now that the masculine is going through this massive upgrade, detox, and purge, you're going to realize that your ships are going to come in, but it's not from doing what you've always done. Okay. And the Prince of Wands in reverse is, again, this is all of this solar plexus energy. This is all of that Aries energy. The Prince of Wands is, you know, this is something you can't plan for. This is something you have to trust that you're going to be able to sort of, you know, dodge these bullets, and you're going to be able to go with the flow, and you're going to be able to do it. And a lot of people are going to take hits. Your self-confidence might take a hit. Your understanding, that masculine, you know, the way you view sex, the way you view progress is going to change. And so when we're integrating this, we might have a little bit, you know, we might have a few, you know, we might stumble back a little bit. We're not going to feel 100%. We're not going to feel that powerful masculine energy that we've been feeling, right? Because we're going through this major shift, each and every one of us. And for those of you on counterpart journeys, each and every one of us have that masculine side. We're going to feel this in some degree in our solar plexus, but then the masculine, you know, twin, or the masculine counterpart is going to be really, it's really important that the feminine is holding space for him. Okay. I hope I'm making sense here. Yep, look at that. Nine of Swords. You know, so resisting this change, if you guys can really try your best to not resist the changes here, you know, because there will be this dark night of the soul feeling. There will be this upheaval. There will be this nervousness, this exhaustion that we see in the Nine of Swords. Some of you will be waking up in the middle of the night. Some of you guys won't be getting sleep. Again, we'll be having some physical symptoms as well. But the Nine of Swords is saying once we stop resisting, that's all going to drop away as well. Seven of Pentacles in reverse takes me back to that Six of Pentacles. Balance will be restored. What you are looking for is looking for you. It just might not look like what you expected it to. Bottom of the deck, the Five of Wands. Here's this competition, but the Five of Wands is ultimately about evolution, taking us back to the Four of Wands, 11-11. It's that perfect balance. It's that harmony. It's celebration. It's protection. It's a reminder that you are exactly where you need to be, and you are protected and guided on this journey. What a beautiful reading, you guys. Beautiful and powerful. And you guys, my listeners, I know I say this, but I truly mean it. You guys are strong. You guys are powerful. You guys are resilient. You know, you guys are the light workers, the energy healers. You guys are doing work that a lot of, you know, the faint of heart wouldn't be able to do. And, you know, many of you that I talk to or message or do readings for, you know, I know what you guys have been through. And I'm proud of you. I'm excited for you. I'm right here with you as well. Rose quartz crystal. Soothing and warm like love that flows. Once under your pillow, your magic grows. Yeah, you guys, for those of you working with rose quartz, here I have these beautiful little rose quartz hearts, which were gifts for me that showed up right around 999 portal. Absolutely beautiful. So for those of you doing crystal grids, you might want to think about which crystal grids you can use with rose quartz at this time for soothing and healing. Again, for some of you, this may speak to, you know, a twin flame journey. And for those of you who haven't, I'm starting to do a weekly twin flame reading because I'm getting lots of lots of twin flame journeying and soulmate connections coming through in my readings. So I've added that content to this channel for those of you who are interested. All right, and then we get learn, a little nudge. It's now your turn. Put on your thinking cap. It's time to learn. Yeah, yes, yes. Learning the new ways, right? Different, taking a different view on how to progress, how to reach your goals. That's very different and distinct from what most of you have been doing. Celebrate. The time is right to shout out loud. Don't hesitate to jump around. Absolutely. You know, the Four of Wands energy here is about celebration. It's about celebration. It's about union. It's about harmony. It's about weddings. It's about, you know, anniversaries. Just celebrate yourselves and just how awesome you are. You know, because I know how awesome you are. I feel how awesome you are. Now it's time for you guys to recognize that as well. Animal healing. No matter the creature, earth, sky, or sea, animals show us how true love can be. Yeah. Oh, for those of you, especially if you have any pets that have recently passed on, remember they are here to help you move through this this journey. Yeah, definitely. They're definitely all around you guys. I'm seeing that really strong. And for those of you with animals, you know, make sure that you give them hugs and kisses. Make sure that you take them for their walks and you just, you know, you love them as much as they love you. Because they are powerful healers, and we have so much to learn from them, not only about love, but we also learn how to be more human, how to do things right when we really connect with the animal kingdom. And you know what, I love that, because look, you know, the devil has his dogs here. Absolutely, absolutely. All right, you guys, I love you. I hope you enjoyed this reading. Thank you for being on this journey with me. Thank you for your energy, your love, your support. You guys are amazing. Have a beautiful day. Take care.